Hey everyone, my name is Dan Mehta. I'm your local realtor here from Mississauga, and in this video we're going to meet with Gurth from Cheese Galore. Cheese Galore is a fantastic cheese shop here in Mississauga, and they sell over 100 type of cheeses, mostly from Ontario. So let's check him out.
Hello, welcome to Lakeview Cheese Galore. My name is Gurth. I'm the owner and the master of the cheese.
Gurth, nice to meet you, my friend.
Nice to meet you too, Dan.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much for allowing us to interview you. I think it's a fantastic business. I've never been to a cheese shop like yours, and it really piqued my interest.
We're the only one in Mississauga. We're the only specialty cheese shop in all of Mississauga.
Oh, wow. Is that right?
Yep.
That's awesome. And I also understood from our conversation that you sell over 100 different type of cheese.
Most of them being from Canada.
Yeah.
Over 80% of the cheese that we all sell are Canadian, but of which the majority are from Ontario.
Okay.
Either made out of cow, goat, sheep, water buffalo milk cheese, a wide variety of different styles, and all delicious.
That's amazing. I mean, I can see the different variety. Could you tell them a little bit more about your business?
Well, Lakeview Cheese Galore is here in South End, Mississauga, at 848 Lakeshore Road East. We opened up not that long ago, just 15 months, so this is a COVID creation.
Okay.
And we are the only specialty cheese shop in Mississauga, and people love it.
Awesome.
Yep.
I can tell why. I mean, you have so much variety here. Because you opened your business about 15 months ago, what inspired you, Gurth, to open this business?
Well, I love cheese, and I was actually doing beer and cheese tastings with the craft brewery just 3 doors down from us.
Okay.
And people kept asking, gosh, these cheeses are delicious. Where can we buy them? I said, well, some of them are available in the big grocery stores. Others aren't.
Right.
And I buy cheese, Ontario cheese, directly from the cheese makers. And people started saying, well, we don't have a cheese shop in Mississauga. You should open one up.
Yeah.
Well, after hearing that for a year and a half, I decided it was time to start looking for a location. And I decided here in South End, Mississauga, because I only live 14 minutes walk from here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
That's awesome.
so I can actually walk here. I need to do it more often.
Yeah.
And you know, it was a great location, close to home, lots of parking.
Oh, yes.
Which is an important thing. And being right on Lakeshore Road, you know, people are driving by, suddenly seeing signs saying, Lakeview Cheese Galore. What's that? And they see the sign saying cheese shop open. A cheese shop,
Yeah.
with all sorts of different kinds of cheese, and
Absolutely.
with staff who are knowledgeable about the cheese and about giving you ideas on how to cook with it, and also what type of beverages.
Yeah.
You know, it just attracted people. And we keep on discovering new customers coming to visit us, as well as having our regulars.
Yeah, that's awesome. Because you have so much passion, and it clearly shows the way you're interacting, Gurth. Did you have any formal training in this line of business, or how did you develop the passion? Like, can you tell us a little bit more about that?
So I'm a former chef.
Okay.
So I used to cook professionally. And I'm also originally from Montreal.
Okay.
So my parents and my grandparents introduced me to cheese from Quebec, but also cheese from Europe. And for several years, I was the senior specialist for one of the large grocery stores in charge of deli cheese.
Okay.
But my real important part is that I wrote a book about
amazing.
Canadian cheese and Canadian cheese makers. It's called The Definitive Guide to Canadian Artisanal and Fine Cheese. And to this day, it is Canada's still its only guidebook to the different cheesemakers across the country. And it won an award.
Oh, wow.
In 2007, it was named as the best cheese book at the World Gourmet Cookbook Award.
It's a big achievement when a Canadian writes a book on artisan cheese, and not only writes a book, but also wins an award and gets that recognition. And I don't think, I mean, I don't know about viewers or you or anybody else, but I don't think there are that many books available on artisan cheese.
No, there aren't.
That I'm aware of. Now, those of people who are interested in getting a copy of this book, is it on Amazon, or how they can get hold of this book?
The best way to get it is to come down to the shop.
Yeah.
And where I would be happy to autograph it and dedicate it as well.
That's amazing.
So, you know, it's all about customer service. And there's also 40 recipes on giving ideas on how to cook with some of the different cheese.
Absolutely. I'm just browsing through this quickly, and I see there are a lot of color pictures.
Yep.
and a lot of information about cheese and different recipes and stuff. So that's amazing, folks. If you want to grab a copy of this, come to the store, talk to Gurth, and he'll be happy to sign a copy for you as well. Having said that, everybody thinks that their business is special for one specific reason. What is the name to the fame for your business?
I would say for us, what makes us so unique is customer service. You know, it's about providing not just good service,
Right.
outstanding service.
Right.
You know, if someone comes in and says, I'm looking for a cheese, but I'm lactose intolerant.
Okay.
Can you help me? I said, yes, we do have cheese that are officially lactose free.
Okay.
Or I follow either kosher or halal dietary laws. Is there any cheese that you can help us with? I said, yes, we can actually show you which cheese are halal or kosher certified.
Okay.
So we really listen to our customers, what they're looking for. Are they planning to create a cheese tray, or are they looking for a cheese to cook with,
Right.
especially making delicious grilled cheese sandwiches?
Of course.
The important thing too is once we give them some suggestions, then if we can, we actually give a sample. Because our mantra here at Lakeview Cheese Galore is tasting is believing. We prefer you to taste the cheese here than you buying it purely on our suggestion. You bring it home and say, oh, this is not what I wanted.
Yeah.
No, we want you to taste it right here. Discover, oh my God, that's great. Okay, how big of a wedge do you want? Or it's not exactly what I was looking for. Well, then let us give you another option
Right.
for you to taste. So customer service is very, very important to us.
If I understand correctly, you also sell other stuff, just not cheese, but to complement your cheese business, you do have other products as well that you offer.
Yep.
Do you want to share more information on that?
Certainly. So this is Lakeview Cheese Galore is a one-stop shop where, yes, you can come and buy the cheese, but you can also buy equipment for doing some great cheese meals, whether a cheese fondue, or cheese raclette. We sell the equipment. We also rent the equipment.
Okay.
Also, 98% of what's on our shelves in our grocery section is all made here in Canada.
Wow.
Whether it's some salami, some crackers, jams and jellies, honey, you know, all the great things that go with cheese.
Nice.
And even one of our supplier cheese boards, well, she's just down the road. And I discovered her and said, hey, come on over. Let me see your boards. They're beautiful. It's you and your daughter who makes them. Okay, I want to sell them.
That's awesome. So you're supporting local entrepreneurs as
Definitely, yep.
That's
you know,
amazing.
it's all about helping each other out.
100%. And I like the fact that most of your cheese here is from Ontario.
Yep.
And that really helps the local economy and local entrepreneurs and farmers.
Yep.
And that's why you have Ontario Foodland too.
That's right. Yeah. Well, hey, we grow great food here in the province.
Yeah.
And as well as make amazing food.
Passion for cheese, food, wine, everything shows.
Yeah, right here. It shows right here.
So my question is, why did you choose Mississauga?
Why did I choose Mississauga? Because I live in Mississauga. As I said, I live only 14 minutes walk away.
Right.
And upon doing research, I discovered that there were no stores that just specialized in cheese. You know, there's some great stores in Toronto, in Oakville, but we didn't have one in Mississauga. And I wanted to make things easier for the local residents of Mississauga, so they don't have to drive all the way into Toronto or Oakville. You know, they can just come straight down Cawthron, turn onto Lakeshore Road, and here we are.
That's awesome. Because you operate in Mississauga, you're about 15 months old business, and you're doing amazing with the community involvement so far by supporting local entrepreneurs. Do you have any plans, or do you have any process in place where you give back to community, or what have you done so far?
Would you like me to show you a secret?
Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Come with me and I'm going to show you something very special. It's called the Squeak Easy.
Ooh. I wonder what is that.
Dark area right now.
Okay.
Come. This is where we do our cheese tasting room. And the artwork is done by students from Cawthron Park Secondary School. So I was very happy to include the local community, the high school, to come and do some beautiful cheese graffiti murals.
Okay.
And then definitely we want to be doing more events as fundraisers. I'm a former scout and scouter, so I'd love to do events as fundraisers for them. And also I want to do things with the local food bank because it's very important to be able to share back with the community so more people have access to good food.
I think it's very imperative.
Yeah.
Food scarcity is a big issue in any community, and especially in Mississauga. So I think it's a great that you're taking that initiative to address that. I have a lot of products here, like over 100 different type of cheeses. But could you show us like maybe your top 2 or 3 products so that we get an idea?
One cheese we have right here, this is a water buffalo mozzarella.
Okay.
Made here in Ontario. Nice and soft and taste. Unfortunately, I can't take it out because it's in the container.
Right.
This is the original style of cheese that in Italy they put on their pizza.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it's amazing. Lots of great milky flavor to it. Wow, just amazing. So the next cheese, this is a sheep milk cheese. It's a version of a manchego, which is a Spanish cheese, but this one's made in Ontario near North Bay. We also have this cheese here called Tipsy. It is an Ontario cow's milk cheese made by Guns Hill Artisan Cheese near Woodstock. Shep only uses the milk from his brother's dairy farm, which is just the other side of the hill.
Okay.
What's unique about this cheese, as you can see right here, it's soaked in Ontario red wine.
Okay.
So it's very flavorful, aromatic. Oh, it's a delicious cheese. Now, something that we strongly believe here at Lakeview Cheese Galore is tasting is believing. So if we can offer you a sample, we will.
That's awesome.
So this is the cheese, this is the Tipsy.
There you go, guys. Look at this cheese.
And you can eat the rind because the rind is the wine. Now, right now you're tasting the cheese cold, so the aromas and the flavors are asleep. That's why we always recommend, if you're gonna serve cheese on a cheese board, let the cheese warm up at room temperature for 60 to 90 minutes. Because if you eat it cold, it's asleep.
Right.
But yeah, let it warm up.
We're gonna end this interview with some rapid fire questions.
Sure.
Are you ready for that?
I'm ready. Go.
Awesome. So my first question is, when you're not working, Gurth, what is your favorite thing to be doing?
Spending time with my wife and our 2 dogs.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
What's something about you, a fun fact that not many people know, Gurth?
Well, we already mentioned it that I'm from Montreal.
Yeah.
So, and yes, I'm a Habs fan, but I do want the Maple Leafs to do well. I want them to win the Stanley Cup.
There you go. One day, right?
Yes, one day.
So, Gurth, you have written this book, Canadian Artisan and Fine Cheese. Other than that, have you read any other book, or are you reading any book, or do you have any book on your
On my list? Well, I just finished a book that my wife gave me 10 years ago.
Oh, okay.
It was heavy reading. It was called The Civil War of 1812.
Amazing. So, Gurth, when you're not working here, I think you're open 6 days a week?
We're open 6 days a week.
Right. So, the one day off that you get, what are some of the hobbies you have?
I like going sailing.
Okay.
So myself and 2 other men, we own a very unique boat, and we go sailing in the vicinity of Lakeview and Port Credit.
That's amazing. Yeah. Have you been to any concert, or would you like to attend any concert?
Well, one of my favorite concerts that I went with my wife, we went to see Bruno Mars.
Do you enjoy watching any TV shows, or do you have any binge watching shows, or any shows that kind of...
I enjoy science fiction
Yeah.
programs and also historical. I'll probably say the series that I enjoy watching with my wife is The Good Doctor.
The Good Doctor?
The Good Doctor is a really good show.
Yeah.
So I don't do binge watching because I'm busy doing other things.
Yeah.
And doing things with my wife. But we enjoy watching The Good Doctor
That's
together.
amazing. That's a nice show. If you had to eat one meal for rest of your life,
Oh boy.
what would that be?
Well, you know what the ingredient would be. It'd be cheese.
Cheese, of course.
Probably my favorite dish is cheese raclette,
Okay.
which is a traditional French and Swiss dish where you melt cheese and you pour it over top of, or you melt it over top of either steamed baby potatoes with some ham and some gherkins, or over baguette. It's basically the most versatile dish, and you could do nachos.
Wow.
And anything,
Right.
It's so delicious.
Well, Gurth, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much. And I wish you and your business a very good luck.
Oh, thank you very much, Dan.
Thank you. All right, guys, so that's a wrap. I hope that you had a fantastic experience learning more about Cheese Galore and Gurth. If you are a local business owner or if you own a business here in Mississauga, then I want to interview you and your business. Be featured on our interview. All you have to do is send me a text message on the number below, and I'll be happy to get in touch with you. Again, this is your local real estate agent, Dan Mehta, and I will see you guys in the next video. Take care.